Welcome back to the channel, and I apologize if this is a little shaky, but I am holding it instead of having it in one spot so that way I can show you all the ingredients. Today I am making a chicken corn chowder, and in front of me I have one skinless boneless chicken breast that I pre-cooked with just a little bit of salt and pepper. And you can use 1 to 2. And then I'm going to use probably a couple of tablespoons of avocado oil. You can use butter, you can use any kind of oil you want, but today I'm going to be using avocado oil. And I have a small diced up onion. I have 2 diced up ribs of celery, and I have 3 pretty big minced cloves of garlic. You can use 3 or 4. Yeah, I got mine pretty big. I use pretty big ones. I'm going to use 5 cups of chicken broth, and I'll pour that in and leave probably like a cup left in one of those. My recipe calls for 2 large potatoes diced, but instead today I am using rutabaga diced up. 1 cup of carrots diced up, and this is a mixture of I forget which orange carrots I grew, and then also I am using some diced up carrots of this kind that I bought seeds from Haas Tools, which I love. Best place around for growing seeds. Most, normally you get pretty much 100% germination. Also, I have, so them purple-ish carrots may or may not play a part in the coloring of tonight's dinner. I'm hoping not, but it could change the color. And then in front I have 1 1/4 teaspoons of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. In this one I have 1/2 teaspoon of smoked paprika. It'll give it a nice smoky flavor. I have 1/2 teaspoon of parsley, a 1/4 teaspoon of thyme, and a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric. That turmeric also could play a part into the color too, and so wouldn't the smoked paprika. You can use 2 cups of half and half, or you could use 2 cups of milk and 3 tablespoons of melted unsalted butter instead of the half and half. And I'm also probably going to use, I don't know, anywhere from 6 to 8 ounces of shredded cheese, which will give it a little cheesiness to it. So now I'm going to set you up over here so you can watch me. All right, let's back you up. I am not going to cook the chowder itself in this pan. This is just me sauteing up some of these vegetables to soften them up. The carrots are already softened because I had defrosted them out of the freezer. So I will probably put them in about the same time as the corn. And then I will transfer, once I get all this settled, and before adding the liquid, I will transfer it into my other pot. All right. So we will heat up the pan. And that looks probably about a couple tablespoons or so. Alright, let's heat that up. And where is it? Alright, I'm going to start with the onions and the celery, and I'll leave the garlic for a little bit after. And then I'm definitely gonna get my rutabagas in there. I'll heat up the chicken in it as well too. It won't hurt it, even though it's already pre-cooked. Might as well get my chicken broth open. Bring it closer to me. There we go. There's one. All right. And all you can do is hear me making all kinds of noise. So let's see if I can prop this up just a little bit higher. No. All right. Let me get the onion in the... Onion and the celery in here. We'll get that started. Throw in the rutabaga and the chicken next. Alright. Excuse me. All right, I'm going to pause you just for a few minutes, let this get heated up and started. That way we don't make this into an extremely long video. All right, it's now heating up a little bit, so I'm going to, because it's going to take a little bit longer to do the rutabagas, so I'm going to dump them in now. Alright, now I'm going to let this fry up or saute for a little bit, and then I will come back and we will add some more ingredients. Alright, I'm going to put the salt and pepper, into help sweeten and soften up these veggies a little bit. Technically, the salt is what does that. For, you know, don't want someone trying to correct me. I know the pepper doesn't, but I had them in the same container. So next time I'll put them in different bowls. That way I don't have to add the peppers quite so soon. I'm also going to add the chicken. And the carrots. Guys, no shush. I apologize for my dog. You might see something or somebody out the window. Alright, I'm going to add the garlic. This smells so good. Now if you use rutabagas, it takes a while for rutabagas to soften up. So it probably won't soften up a real lot until I get it in some liquid. I've actually never tried rutabagas doing it this way. So I'm not quite sure how long it takes to saute them. I just know from past cooking them and other stuff, it takes a while for them to soften up. Unlike if you cook them like potatoes. Alright, I'm going to let this saute for a few minutes. And then I will add the corn. Oh, I forgot to turn that. Hopefully the camera is not picking up that volume. That will not be a good thing. Hopefully I had it low enough. I'll have to remember when I go to edit this to check for that volume. Alright, let's see here. A little bit better. Okay. I'm going to put the corn in this. Now, like I said, it's like 4 cups of corn. I processed this from corn on the cob middle of last month. You can use about 5 or so years. I do believe it takes to, and I'm not quite sure, I don't remember when I processed it, if I was doing it by 2 cups or 2 pounds. The number 2 definitely rings a bell, and I didn't write it on top. So I do believe it's about 4 cups here, maybe a little bit more. Alright, so I'm going to saute this a little bit. Let it heat up and blend in together. All right, turn this up a little bit maybe, because the corn is still cold. I don't think the carrots will play a part in the color of this, it seems. But I could be wrong once I add the liquid, so. Oops. I have to say, I can't wait to try this with the rutabagas in it instead of the potatoes. It will throw different flavor, I'm guessing. Now once you get it all put it together, if you feel that it needs more salt and pepper, you know, always taste to find out what's your liking. Oh, I'm smelling the corn in this now. Oh, that's smelling so good. I love using fresh corn, even though I froze it. Alright, I think I'm going to get out my pan and change it over. Let's see here. Get this stuff out of my way now that I just moved it over. Sorry if it's a lot of noise and me moving stuff around. Alright, this is going to be heavy to try to do this, so alright. I'm going to move this. Let's see. Hopefully it fits in this. Alright. Alright. Oh yeah, it will. beautiful. All right. Try to get you a little bit closer without burning this. I guess that's as close as I'm gonna get. All right. Let's get this stuff back over here now. Okay. I'm gonna start with, what is it? I said 5 cups of chicken broth. Now, could end up more. It's, you know, but we'll start with the 5. Oh, it might be perfect. All right, where's the halfway mark here? That's good. That's good. All right. Now, I'm going to add these seasonings in to get them blended in. Oh, that smells good. All right. I'm going to add the milk. And once I get the rest of this put together, I'm going to let it simmer, let it blend and cook in nicely, and let these rutabagas soften up. As it splashes up on me. Alright. I'm going to turn this down so it can simmer without burning. The color of my chicken broth gave it a darker, creamy color so far. But like I said, I'm gonna let it come up to a boil. Let me turn that up a little bit again. Now that I got all this cold stuff in it. Once it starts boiling, I'll lower it down to a simmer. You cook it till it, you know, the potatoes, or if you're using fresh carrots without them being frozen or whatever, till the veggies soften and it thickens up a little bit. Now, some people like a creamier. You can take a blender or immersion blender if you have one, and blend it, or you can add a little bit of cornstarch and water or flour and water to make it a little more creamy. All right, come to a boil. This smells so good. You can also use half whole kernel corn and half cream style corn. That would make it, you know, nice and creamy too. Maybe the next time I do this, I will kind of blend half the corn in a blender or something, or that way it gives it a little bit different texture. I don't make this very often, so. Alright, it's slowly getting there. Alright, I'm gonna let it come to a little boil and let it simmer for a little while. And we'll come back in a little bit and check in on it and see how we're doing. Since this is already going on a 30-minute video. Alright, be back shortly. Alright, just a peek. It's been cooking for a little while now. And the rutabagas are getting there slowly. A little bit. I'm getting there. So I'm going to leave it cooking a little bit longer. Maybe another 10 minutes or so. And we'll be back. Alright, I'm back. And I have checked the the rutabagas again, and they are nice and soft. I guess I can show you. Nice and soft. And I'm going to put them in a bowl. This looks so good. Let's get a spoon out. Alright. Nice close up. This is hot. Alright, let me blow on it a little bit. It's hot. Hot but good. That is really good. Very hot. Definitely got to cool down. So yeah, that's a wonderful, and the rutabagas are really nice in it. All right, so there you go. I hope you try it and like it. If you like this video, like and subscribe. There'll be a lot more videos to come in the future. And I'm going to let this cool off so I can eat it And while it's cooling off, I think I'll make a grilled cheese to go with it. And a little bit of home-cooked comfort food. And I'll see you in another video. Have a wonderful night.